Are you looking to lose weight? Coming up, I'm going to go through my 12 tips of small changes you can make to your diet to shed those unwanted pounds. What's up everyone, I'm Jeff and welcome to Mr. Thelen. On this channel, I'm going to be sharing with you everything that I'm doing to reach my goals, be successful, but also find balance. So being healthy, having fun, spending time with friends. So if you want to follow along, I'd encourage you to subscribe to my channel. Alright, so today we're going to talk about my 12 tips for eating better and how making small changes to your diet can help you lose weight. The thing with that though, and to give you a little bit of my backstory, is that I haven't always had the best habits of eating. I didn't grow up with the best habits. We would eat nachos, pizza, hamburgers, all sorts of things were part of my daily diet. And so now I'm at a point where, I've noticed over the last couple of months I've been working too much, haven't been exercising, haven't been sleeping enough. So basically Laura and I decided to do a series of videos around eating better, exercising, and maintaining a more healthy lifestyle. And so this is what we want to go through with all of you. So it's been 2 weeks now where we've been getting deliveries from ViveFit. We've been going to the gym regularly. And so I want to share with you the tips that we learned of how to eat better, because over the last 2 weeks I've actually lost 5 pounds. So I weigh 185 right now. And so my goal is to get under 180. And so I'm hoping to get there over the next month. So why don't we go through these tips? Point number 1, make small changes. Don't do anything drastic. Don't cut your calories in half. The point with this is they say it's healthy to lose 1 or 2 pounds a week. If you try to do much more than that, you'll be tired, you won't feel well, and chances are you're on an unsustainable diet, and then you're gonna have to make changes at some point, and you may gain all that weight back and then some. What we're trying to do here is make habits you can stick with. And so some things like that I've done is with coffee. I used to drink coffee with milk and with sugar. And so over time I've basically gone from whole milk to skim milk to soy milk, and now I like drinking it with almond milk. And the same thing with sugar, from regular sugar to stevia to now with just coffee with almond milk is good enough for me, and so I'm taking a lot of calories and sugar that I shouldn't be having anyway out of my diet. I'm here in Mexico City, so another example with that is tacos are everywhere. And so it's quick, easy food you can get any time of the day. But the thing is, there are a few restaurants here that do serve tacos with lettuce shells as opposed to corn tortillas. And so just making that small change can take quite a few calories out of your diet. And do something like that for a couple of weeks. Maybe it is you love tacos with cheese. And so get half of them without cheese and half of them with, and do that for a period of time. And so by making small changes to your diet, sticking with that for a couple of weeks, making it a habit, then making another change, and you'll look back 6 months from now and you realize you've made a bunch of changes to your diet and you're eating much healthier today. Point number 2, prepare your food ahead of time. So spend Sunday afternoon and prepare the week's worth of meals. That way you'll have food ready for you at lunch, a healthy snack. You'll get home after a long day's work and there'll be something healthy for you. If you are hungry, you're gonna make bad decisions. So if you work really late, haven't had dinner, get home, you're probably not gonna wanna cook. So have everything ready ahead of time and it'll help you make better decisions. Point number 3 is do not skip breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It breaks your overnight fast, replenishes your glucose supply, and basically gives you the energy you need to get through the rest of the day. The days that I end up skipping breakfast, I notice that I make worse decisions as far as what I choose to eat for lunch and dinner. I feel like I even have more calories throughout the day if I skip breakfast. So have breakfast, start the day off right, and maintain that energy and eat better throughout the day. Point number 4 is eat more frequently. So you should probably be eating every 4 hours or less. If you're going 6, 8 hours without eating, chances are by the time you get to having your next meal, you're gonna overeat, you're gonna eat something unhealthy. But if you're having breakfast, lunch, and dinner and a snack between each of those, chances are you're gonna make a lot better decisions with what you choose to eat. All right, point number 5, drink more water. So sometimes your body doesn't know if you're hungry or thirsty. So if you're not drinking enough water, you may be eating too much to compensate for your thirst. And there's been studies that have shown that if you drink a glass of water before a meal, you'll eat less. So that can be a great way to have less calories throughout the day if you're drinking enough water. So experts usually recommend having over 2 liters a day or 64 ounces. So if you have a liter water bottle, fill that up twice. Or sometimes they refer to the 8x8 rule, which is have 8-ounce glasses throughout the day. So whatever's the best way for you to track and make sure you're drinking enough water, but it's really important. Point number 6 is avoid liquid calories. So the thing is, if you're drinking a lot of soda or even juice, you're consuming a lot of calories that aren't making you feel full. So for me, I think for losing weight, you shouldn't feel hungry all the time, but the thing is, like, you may be consuming a lot of calories that aren't actually filling you up. So if you can cut out liquid calories and spend more of your focus consuming things like fruits or other things instead of juices, you'll feel full, have less calories, and it'll help you lose weight. All right, so following up on the last point, number 7 is less sugar and simple carbs. So that could be soda and juice, but also a few other examples of this are here in Mexico, tacos are everywhere. Some of the nicer taco places will actually swap out the tortilla shell for lettuce wraps. Other examples could be, instead of getting a chicken sandwich, just having a chicken breast and veggies, or swapping out the French fries for some steamed vegetables. So that brings me to point number 8, which is eat more vegetables. The thing with this is veggies are things that will make you feel full and you're actually not consuming a lot of calories and getting all the nutrients that you need, compared to the last 2 points where you're consuming a ton of calories that actually don't make you feel very full. So whenever you can swap carbs out for vegetables, you'll be winning. Point number 9 is have smaller meals. If you can have smaller meals more frequently, there's a bunch of benefits to this, where basically you'll keep your metabolism going throughout the day. You won't have these peaks and troughs as far as your energy level or blood sugar levels go. You won't be starving at any point throughout the day, which is when people tend to overeat the most. And a trick for this to control your appetite and having smaller meals is actually use smaller plates, so you can kind of trick your mind into thinking you're eating more food than you actually are. This brings me to point number 10, which is eat slower. Take your time when you're eating. The thing is with this, it takes your stomach 20 minutes to tell your mind when you're full. So if you eat really quickly, still think you're hungry, eat a bunch more, then 20 minutes later you realize you overate. So either eat slowly, eat something, and if you're still hungry, wait a little bit, and then if you're still hungry 20 or 30 minutes later, maybe have a small snack. But if you can do this, it'll help you not overeat. Point number 11 is make sure you're getting enough sleep. Your sleep actually has a big effect on your eating habits in 2 different ways. So one is, chances are you're making worse decisions if you're not sleeping enough. So if you're tired, you spend all day at work, you get home, you're probably not going to be cooking a healthy meal, you're going to be ordering takeout. The second way that it can affect what you're eating is that actually you're not producing enough of a hormone called leptin, and that's actually the hormone that tells your brain when you're full. And so if you're not sleeping enough, you're not producing enough of that, so your body's telling your mind, keep eating. All right, so my last and final point, number 12, is have a cheat meal. Not a cheat day, but 1 meal out of the week, eat whatever the hell you want. So the benefit of this is you can't cut all the fun out of your diet. There's, I'm sure, things that you really love eating. Don't neglect yourself with those completely. If you're having something like that once a week, that should help with some of those cravings, where if you go a couple weeks without something, if it's ice cream or for me like nachos or pizza or French fries, if I can have that once a week, that makes it easier to get through the whole week, and then I don't have this time where I just want to binge on really unhealthy food. So enjoy your cheat meal and then get back to eating healthy for the rest of the week. So those are my 12 tips for eating better if you're trying to lose weight. So the point is here is, if you want to lose weight, you need to be consuming less calories than you're burning every single day, but don't do anything drastic. If you do something too drastic too soon, chances are it's not something you're able to stick with in the long term. So make some of these small changes, make it a habit, stick with something for a couple of weeks, then try to make another change and continue to build on those, and you'll look back 6 months from now and you'll be able to get to your weight loss goals. So what I want to know from all of you now is, which of these 12 tips you think will be the most difficult for you to change in your daily diet? Leave that down in the comment section below. So that's it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you can do that up here. If you want to watch more of my content, there's a couple of videos along the side here. Until next time, bye-bye.